voices in my head know me, call me. I will be restless. Somehow they chose me. This is my nightlife. Wanna be high life. I feel so reckless, calling them all night. I'm calling, I'm calling. I'm calling, I'm calling. It's the freedom I shouldn't have, with the people I shouldn't know. I might as well end still on that. It's the only thing that I fucking do. Happy on the outside, weary inside, smiling depression. They think I'm alright. I'm calling, I'm calling. I'm calling, I'm calling. It's the freedom I shouldn't have, with the people I shouldn't know. I might as well end still on that. It's the only thing that I fucking do.
Hello everyone and welcome to my DK bomber build. Here I'm gonna do a little more detailed breakdown of my build and give you guys a little example of how to bomb. So yeah, let's get to it. First things first, the gear. We have the Master's Greatsword. It increases the direct damage Cleave deals by 1550 for each enemy in its cone. You can get this. If you don't know, hold up, how do I bring up the map? Here we go. If you don't know, you can get this. It's in Craglorn. I don't have it on this character, but it's right here. I just do it on normal. It's super easy to get. You don't need the perfected version for this build, and I'll explain why later. Sword and board, dark conversions, defending, sturdy, just my preference. I run 5-1-1, so 5 medium, 1 light, 1 heavy. The heavy blood spawn, impen, medium plague break, medium, the light waist, medium, 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 all impen, all max dam. Oh, okay, I do have one max magicka, and then a prismatic in the head. I mean, the glyphs, it's kind of up to you, you know. But yeah, the jewelry, we have infused on all the pieces, 2 weapon and spell damage, and 1 reduced cost. You could run another weapon and spell damage there, or maybe a recovery. I just like reduced cost because I struggle a little bit with sustain. Obviously it's not a fighting build, but I still like to be able to defend myself at least a little bit. And plus I'm new to DK. I've literally had this character built for like a month. First ever DK, so yeah. Oh yeah, the blood spawn. I run 2-piece blood spawn. I guess you could run like ball orgs, but we use the corrosive ulti, and that allows you to ignore enemies' physical and spell resistance. So all that extra pen that you get from ball org is not needed, and I find I get corrosives back really fast with this blood spawn. You know, when I'm just like in the mix in the big fights. So yeah. Let's go over champ points, and then we'll go over skills. So like I said, you know, I'm new to DK. I've literally had it made like maybe a month. So these are what I run: Mastered Arms, Biting Aura, Reaving Blows, and Ironclad. Most people would probably not run Reaving Blows and probably run a damage champ point here. I did this because I'm new to the class, like I said before, and I wanted to have as much healing as possible. So my reasoning was, you know, when I'm going in there and I'm cleaving, you know, I'm healing myself every time I cleave, you know, eventually I'll probably drop this when I get a little bit better on the character or on the class. But yeah, this is what I run for now. And then let's see, Survival Instincts, Pain's Refugee, Bracing Anchor, and Boundless Vitality. Again, I mean, champ points is like, you know, it's really personal preference. But yeah, this is what I run. And then, you know, green tree is irrelevant. Okay, so let's go to skills. So on the front bar, we have Rally. I run Rally for the big heal, just for that little bit of extra survivability, you know. Brawler, I use this more for the damage shield. You get crazy big damage shields when you're, you know, hitting 10 people and stuff like that. Camouflage Hunter, have that for the weapon and spell crit, and the minor berserk when you deal crit damage from the flank. And chances are you're gonna pretty much crit at least on some person, you know, when you're hitting multiple people. Elude, so this is kind of like a flex spot, I guess. I run it for the major evasion, you know, obviously that helps, and then the major expedition when you get hit with area of effect attacks. That's a really nice bonus right there, you know, because I don't have the Psijic skill line on this character, so I need some sort of movement, so this helps. And then Blood Mist, another, I guess, flex spot really, you know. I don't have movement, so I kind of use this for movement, and it does give a little bit of a heal. And then Dawny, just for the passives from the Fighters Guild skill line for the increased weapon and spell damage. I don't even have it morphed, I don't think. Alright, back bar. So this is the bread and butter. So this is going to be the ultimate that you're using. So, you know, it limits the incoming damage to 3% of your max health, and you ignore enemies' physical and spell resistance. So you become super tanky, and you hit really hard. This is what allows, you know, the DK to do this and hit so hard. Then we have Deep Breath. It's another heal, and it's a nice little damage, and it aligns really good with the bomb. Normally the proc will happen basically like as soon as I'm doing my first brawler, so it lines up really well. Hardened Armor, it's, you know, the physical and spell resistance. Cinderstorm, you could use the damage morph, but like I said, you know, I'm new, so I wanted to kind of have as much healing as I can, since I'm pretty much 95% of the time fighting, you know, solo. So yeah, you could use the damage. I would probably use the damage, you know, more if I was like, you know, fighting with friends. But yeah, vigor obviously, and coagulating blood. Alrighty, so oh yeah, food. Well, here I'll do yeah, food. Jewels of Misrule. You could run like a max stat, but I struggle with sustain. Maybe if I was a little bit better on the class, had a little bit more experience on it, I would run max stat. You will hit harder with that, but you know, this is what I use. It works for me. Helps a lot with being able to keep my buffs up and still kind of stay in the fight, you know. I am a dark elf. To be honest, I don't even know why I picked a dark elf, but really any, you know, damage race will work. Actually, you don't even really need. Some people use Nord too for that ulti regen, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's really personal preference when it comes down to this. As long as, you know, you get your timing right and everything, you won't have any problems bombing. I guess I'll show you my stats. Nothing impressive. Obviously without like a continuous attack or anything like that. And yeah. Alright, let me give you guys a little example of a bomb. I'm gonna do it on some NPCs right here, you know, so it's obviously a lot easier. Just to give you guys a little example and maybe help you guys if you guys are having problems with a rotation, some might say, or just the order. Alright, so look, we got some stupid EP and AD chasing us, right? Haha. You're gonna chase them, you know, get ready, make sure all your buffs are up, right? Then you're gonna pop your corrosive, pop your movability pot, you're gonna deep breath, cinderstorm to proc your dark conversions, bar swap, and then brawler. Alright, so it's gonna look like this. So make sure all your buffs are up, pop your corrosive, immovability, deep breath, cinderstorm to proc the dark convergence, brawler, and boom. Obviously they blew up really easily because they're NPCs, but you know, that's what it will look like. So yeah, I appreciate everyone for stopping by, and go out there and give it a try. See if you can make some nice clips.